play more safe and know when it's my timing to make a play.
And big game today against TSM and their jungler, Dardoch. How do you think your playstyle is going to go against them, and how do you think that match is going to go?
I think my playstyle and Dardoch's are pretty similar. I've always respected him as a jungler, and I think it's definitely going to be a good game. I think TSM is looking like the second best team in the league right now, so I'm hoping that we can show we're the best.
Well, best of luck to you.
Pretty much Tyler 1's height.
Your statue right in front of your computer.
Yeah, what's Tyler 1 like? 5'6", 5'7"?
If you want to take home one of these blabber statues, all you have to do is tweet at MasterCard Nexus, and you can be
Something like
one
that.
of the lucky people to bring home a mini blabber. But that's it for us here. Back to you guys.
Avali's looking good. You're gonna have to fight Captain Flowers for her if you want her. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, fucking Tyler 1's like 5'6", which is like, it's actually, that's the height that I like girls to be. Like, I think that that's the most attractive height, like 5'6", 5'7". So that's why I made Tyler my bitch yesterday when we had that scrim set. Like, I just, I haven't got some in a while, so I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me get some right here for 3 hours.
But probably you mentioned before we head over there to listen to him that Cloud9, it really is something about the team as a whole, and their stats speak to that. It's just utter dominance across their first 6 games.
They're such a clean team, actually, where once they get their leads, you don't see this like back and forth. Like,
Jesus Christ, dude, come on, let me talk some shit. He was shit talking me when he was losing. All right, he was literally getting hard out jungled, and he was shit talking me. And Tyler 1's fan base is just like so crazy, dude. They're such like a cultish fan base. I respect it so much because like he can just get shit on, do terrible, and no one ever holds it against him. Like people are like, yeah, dude, Tyler out jungled you all 3 games. You fucking suck dick. Like I was like, damn, dude, I can't believe you can watch those games and come in here and still rep your boy, you know? Like my fans would fucking like hide after that shit. If I got shit on by Tyler, they'd be like, fuck Dom. I'm not fucking Dom's fan. Are you kidding me? Fuck Dom. Happy Tyler shit on him. He's a crackhead. Yeah, and he's old as shit. Fuck that guy. That would be what would happen with my fans. Tyler 1's got the real fans that are like, no, we're ride or die forever, bro. They're literally ride or die forever. My fans are fair weather as fuck. They're only now starting to come out of the woodwork because it's cool to like me on Reddit all of a sudden. Now they're like popping up. They're like, oh, is it all right to like Dom again? Oh shit, yeah, I don't mind him. Yeah, I always thought it was pretty good. I watched his stream. They were in fucking hiding for 3 years. What the fuck?
Now that he's come back in the LCS, he finally looks like he's hitting his stride.
Oh man,
Week 1 was not super
I would stand up for you, Smiley Face. You're the only one. You're the only one.
Performances last week, Dardoch was incredible.
We're talking up C9 quite a lot.
True, we will sell you instantly. You goddamn right. I already know that shit too, which is why I'm like trying to fucking make this shit go so well for me right now. You know, I'm trying to maximize on this co-stream because I know you guys aren't here like for a minute. I know you're just here for like a couple seconds, maybe that. All right, let's see. So you guys voted C9. My vote is for C9 too. You can't predict C9 to lose at this point. It's just delusion. They've looked so much better than every other team. Like they're eventually gonna lose the series, but yeah, they're eventually gonna lose the series. Whenever they lose the series, I'm probably not gonna have them losing that one, or a game rather, I guess. They just look so good. So Aphelios ban, pretty much red side needs to ban Aphelios because Senna isn't that good of a trade anymore. So Aphelios ban, Rumble ban. See if there's a Lucian ban. That's normally what people have been banning here. So it'd be Rumble, Lucian, Aphelios. Oh, they did the Soraka ban. Interesting. So I wonder if Cloud9 prioritizes the Lucian. We haven't seen it from them, I'm pretty sure. Set. I don't think Set is that good of a first pick. I'm not a huge fan of this. Soraka is banned, which is normally what people pick into Set. And Akali, it had 0 presence in EU. Nobody's been picking Akali, so it's actually pretty cool that Broken Blade has been playing the Akali. He actually told me it wasn't. He doesn't think it's that bad. I mean, I can say it now because I was playing on stage, but I was doing with him earlier this week. He was playing on stream, and he actually thinks new Akali is like pretty good because of the cooldown reduction. Like the lane is worse, but the cooldown reduction makes it pretty good. So let's see if he's right on his read. But this will probably be a top Akali. I don't think it will be a mid Akali. Maybe EU got an Akali ban like at some point, but in the first day there was 0 presence. I haven't watched the whole day yet.
But into
Leaked?
Akali,
What do you mean leaked? He literally has it locked in. What do you think's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna run up to fucking Reaper and whisper in his ear, Dom says Broken Blade plays Akali. Like he's just, there's somebody in his ear right now. It's like, holy shit, I ruined fucking TSM. He'll never play with me again.
One of these big pop-off carry type champions. That being said, the boss is not to be underestimated. We have seen Set have
Okay.
good games here in the LCS.
Varus Tom Kench. This is very
Could also go into the jungle, remember,
very strong. So
but,
I assume
we'll see how
that
Cloud9 wants to shape this one up.
there should be a.
Top laners and bottom lanes already locked in.
I think there should be a Gragas ban from TSM here, theoretically, because I don't think the Gragas will go super well with their team comp unless they play AD mids that I don't know about. So maybe they want to play like Kiana mid with a Gragas and they have like a double assassin comp. That could be viable. I'm just not sure if they actually play this stuff. They only flexed, like I'm pretty sure the Akali is top. So yeah, we'll have to see.
Can save him just like he can other.
Dom doing IRL stream in your i8 fuck league. I don't know about that, dude.
Again, one of those
We'll see.
more unique carries that does bring crowd control from the bottom lane as well.
TSM payback for leaking dig strats. Yeah, that was me, by the way. The dig strats that were leaked at Worlds. Yeah, I was playing on that team. Okay, so Cloud9, they banned the Yasuo. That's an interesting ban. Maybe they have some information about Yasuo mid here. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know about those bans. Like those bans are really hard to predict. So set into Akali, so that means that they're probably not going to pick Aatrox, which is normally what people pick into it.
They must have something clever.
I feel like they should just pick jungle here. Like I feel like you just pick Rek'Sai here in most situations.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if they do want to lock.
Let's see what they do. Unless they have a counter pick for jungle. I mean, this is the first games of the week, so it's really hard to see. Gragas, so that means that they should run an AD mid laner. Unless they actually play Akali mid, which would be really surprising to me.
Majority AP damage. I'm expecting actually maybe an AD laner here for TSM to come on.
Elise, and then they probably, yeah, they can go AD here. They want AD here, most likely.
Kiana hovered, at least locked in for Cloud9, so we will see Blabber on that one.
I think it'll be Kiana.
Having fun with you, audience. They're not locking in Zed. I guarantee you, man. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it should be Kiana. Okay, Kiana there. So you get counter pick. I think that you could just, I don't know, the Akali mid into Kiana should be still fine. But I assume that they're going to pick Akali top. Nocturne. This would actually kind of be a counter pick into Kiana. This is something that people actually play. This is not that bad.
They get an AP jungler for themselves in Elise and pair the Elise with the Kiana.
You have to be partner to co-stream. You need to be part of the league partner program to co-stream. Renekton's going to be mid into Kiana. It's going to be Akali top and Renekton mid.
I do like it if they keep the lanes as they are now. I already mentioned about the Akali, really good mobility, which is one of the best stats you want versus Set.
No, Nocturne and Renekton function similarly into Kiana. They just both win the lane. Why is it a counter pick? Well, it's not like a counter pick. Essentially, it just the Kiana can never contest the Nocturne for the wave because Nocturne just beats other melees essentially mid with the healing, the sustain from passive. So you can essentially just get a free lane for Nocturne. You just get like a lane with priority all the time. Renekton does the same thing where Kiana just has to like use his Q to farm from range. He can't actually go up to the Renekton and trade. They can gank though. So that's the real downside of playing Renekton mid is Kiana at least can definitely kill you. You thought that they gutted Akali, so what they did is they gutted Akali and then they rebuffed a bunch of the they rebuffed Akali pretty hard. So now like it's still considered to be pretty bad by a lot of people, but I don't know. Some people still think it's decent. Broken Blade's one of the people that thinks it's decent.
See how well Broken Blade and TSM are able to do that.
And this is going to also be Broken Blade's 7th champion in 7 games, so he keeps the streak going.
All right, let me turn the sound of this off. Okay. So it is the Akali top. That's what we thought. Post draft. I mean, post draft, I'd still go with C9. Could be a close game though. This really could be a close game. I think TSM has a slightly. Let me think about it. Yeah, I mean, I think TSM has a slightly better draft here than C9. If you consider that Akali is actually supposed to be like, if you consider the knowledge that Broken Blade has, where he just thinks that Akali is still good, I think that TSM's draft is actually a little bit better here. I feel like Kiana should be hard for Kiana to play this game for sure. But C9 is such a good team that like even post draft, I don't think TSM won the draft hard enough, and there's a lot of question marks in the draft, right? I don't think they won it hard enough to really consider this a win.
Now we have the Cloud9 chance behind us. Reaper, you're coming into this big match for Cloud9 against TSM. A lot of people here are cheering on TSM, thinking that they are going to hand you the first loss.
Ellis hates Renekton, right? Ellis just hates Renekton. Renekton beats Kiana in lane, so that's why they have it. Kiana's a better champion overall than Renekton, but Renekton versus Kiana is a free matchup for Renekton.
Oh yeah, actually, there are some interesting draft like Akali top and Renekton mid. So I'm not too sure. I don't see her like often in the scrims. So yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, Coach, thank you very much. Best of luck to you. Back to the casters.
Makes sense. So this is really smart. So what they did is they gave experience to Bjergsen there. So with Bjergsen having experience in this matchup, it's actually really good because he'll hit level 2 off the first wave versus Kiana. So it's gonna make Kiana's life harder, and Kiana already loses the lane. I think he just hates it as a blind pick. I mean, Ellis just hates Renekton as a champion overall. He thinks it's just like a bad champion. He doesn't like overly simple champions that can get outplayed easily. That's what he doesn't like. So he doesn't like champions like Renekton. He doesn't like champions like Olaf. He thinks that if you're a good player, you should be able to still win into those because their kits are so binary. He didn't proc the press attack there. I think Bjergsen should have went for one more auto. So he should be playing topside. Bjergsen should be playing topside here. Blabber's counter jungling the blue. Obviously, Gragas is the same path every single game, which is normal. Well, you do one of two paths on Gragas normally. You either do Wraiths, red golems, or you do red Wraiths golems, like one of the two. Because what you want to do is you want to hit level 3 and then back and then buy Predator boots. Because up until you have your Predator boots, you don't have a keystone on Gragas. So it's really good for him to get this base off. So he knows he's spotted. It doesn't matter to him because he knows he's going to give it up. And also, like, losing a blue buff and a Gromp as Gragas doesn't really bother you that much either. So Bjergsen's playing on the top side. And here's the gank. Bjergsen got the double dash, though, so it should be okay. He actually might die here. So that sucks, right? That sucks for Renekton because Renekton can win the fights 1v1 into Kiana. He just knows he doesn't get a chance to fight because the Elise is coming and the Gragas was spotted. So I think that that's one of the things that C9 does really well is they use like small advantages like, oh, our jungler's on vision. They turn that into a big advantage really quick. It's like, okay, well, we just got both summoners mid because your Gragas showed on the ward. And he should be like killable here. Nah, never mind. This isn't happening. Blabber's kind of trolling here. I'm kind of scared about this. I think this is really bad from Blabber. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks bad to me. It looks really bad from Blabber. Okay, that's huge. Bjergsen gets 2 kills and he's in a counter matchup. Blabber just hard trolled there. He should know that his mid lane like doesn't have pressure there because the Renekton just TP'd back. And it's like it's cool that he landed the cocoon and everything, and it's cool that he wins the 1v1, but it's just troll that he like tried to fight it. Like he just needs to try to like leave here. Cause look at the mid lane. Niski's over the wall, and Niski can't flash EQ this. If he tries to flash EQ, Dardoch can just flash out and then Niski just dies. So this is really bad. I mean, like the thing is, Niski even tries to do it for his boy, but he doesn't even have Ignite here. It's just bad. Yikes. Dardoch got the scuttle too. I mean, it's just like a pretty simple concept about playing off priority.
I'm actually really excited to see what does happen now.
If Bjergsen plays well, it'll be a hard win. I mean, yeah, definitely this is like, obviously, if you could make a prediction at this point, it's like hugely in favor of TSM after a play like that. Like TSM should be like 70-30 favorites after that. Oh shit, I got my coffee. Be right back. 1 second.
Exchanged early and using his cooldowns a lot very early there with the repel and putting it into a bad spot for Niski. Now it completely shifts. And we'll see what TSM can actually do with it.
Good sign for TSM.
Alright, baby. I'm back. What did I miss? Did anything happen? Chad, did I miss anything? Just had to walk to the door real quick. Coffee pod, dude. It's such a nice coffee. I love this coffee. Ordering coffee? Yeah, dude. I need a coffee around like 3 p.m. normally. I have one in the morning at like 5, and then I need another one at like 3 p.m. and then I'm good. What is this? There's 2 fucking cups. Oh my god. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, chat.
Get that buff for the first 2 seconds after casting the ability. So you don't quite have as much dodge potential when you're running around in
Coffee equals liquid crack. Good one. Fuck you. So they do have priority in the bot lane. The Varus Tom Kench lane seems really good for them so far. Vulcan and Sven have looked really good. That's been one of the strengths of C9 is they just won like every bot lane they played.
The hotfix buffs here made Akali more offensive, right? Because of the way that they changed the ultimate.
2 cups, 1 dom. Tell me you wouldn't watch that video.
Getting the extra range, so he respects the extra.
So I think one of the things about the top lane matchup is I guarantee that not many people are playing Akali, right? Even from Reaper's interview, he said that he doesn't really know how the top lane matchup goes because he hasn't seen it in scrims. So obviously Licorice is probably like first time in the matchup since the changes to Akali. Like he doesn't know if it's good or not. So that's actually really good from TSM. I like that TSM went for a different draft into C9 because if you play like directly into the meta and you play with things that they know how to play like frequently or like things that they see frequently, you're probably just going to lose. If you draft like Aatrox into set top and then you play Gragas jungle and then you play control mage mid, it's such like an easy game for C9 because they know like what stages they win at, they know which fights to take, all that stuff. It's just so easy. So they gave him something different. It's like, oh, how do you feel about Renekton mid? Renekton mid's always been the counter to Kiana, so how do you know about, do you know about Akali top? Akali just got changed. Do you know when you can win trades? Like, I don't know, it's just different.
That's kind of iconic of the old Blabber. The Blabber that felt more coin flippy. Is he going to have a crazy good aggressive game, or is he going to end up running it down the jungle?
Will you get Ica or Ruin for a podcast soon? No, because I want my podcast to be good. And neither of them speak English as a first language, and neither of them are performing well. So why would I have either of them on?
Pay attention to him and his momentum throughout the rest of this early game. And I still take that coin. I like that coin.
King Saladin, thank you for the sub. Okay, so it's hard for Kiana, man. Kiana's gonna be shut down here.
You have to pay. A little bit of a miscalculation in the early game. Still definitely possibilities for them to work with. Double buff.
Okay, get Johnson. I would consider getting Johnson, definitely. He's also my boy. I do it with Johnson, so I'd be down to get him on a podcast eventually. I'd be down to get Froggen on a podcast. I'd be down for a lot of these people. Licorice. We've already had Niski on the Crackdown. It's so exciting for me, man. I love doing content like that because I like having the conversation. It's fun for me. They should be fine here. I think this should be okay. Oh, that was actually clean as fuck. But they still should be fine. Dude, that's the thing about Varus is Varus is so good in situations like that. Varus does so much damage, like AoE too. Dude, C9's bot lane is such a big point of strength for them. Oh, Niski went for both. He greeted for both. Oh man, it was close. Niski went for 2 there. He went for the greed play. And he has his Mobies, so now he's just going to try to push the wave and dodge lane because he can never kill the Renekton anymore. They should never play towards the Renekton. Mobies rush for no damage? No, you have to use Mobies because you can never actually win the lane versus Renekton at this point, so Renekton will always have the push. So you need to like sacrifice HP to get waves, and when you sacrifice your HP to get the waves, you end up needing to reset, and then yeah, your reset is by using your Mobies. Oh, and Bjergsen just threw. Bjergsen just threw hard. This is C9 coming back into it right here. Oh, and they got Kabi. Kabi's no flash. No flash AD. Oh, this is C9, bro. They just win the game probably. Nah, fuck doing the Herald. Just go top, get lanes pushed. It's fine.
One member and a big pack of C9 members.
Good settle from Licorice. Bjergsen just went too hard. He was super ahead too. Oh, it's so unfortunate. But dude, this game is even, right? Like this feels like it's a dream situation for TSM, and the game is still even. Like obviously, Bjergsen doesn't want them to get this for free. But I mean, Bjergsen double dashed in. Like you double dash in, you're just so fucking dead. And he gets cocoon, so he can't flash. It's unlucky. they shouldn't fight this because Kiana doesn't have ult, and Varus doesn't have ult, but MF with no ult, Nautilus with no ult, Gragas with no ult. You have no ults on 3 very ult-dependent champions. At this point, it's really hard for MF to win a fight with just auto attacks. Nautilus without ult, really poor. Gragas without ult, not very good here as well. So when you don't have ults on those 3 champions, I think it's just much better to just give it in that situation. It's okay to give the Herald. You don't want to give the shutdown from Renekton. You lose so much tempo off of it. Blabber inted? Yeah, I mean, he did. This should be okay. This should still be okay for the homies, for C9. Yeah, it's okay. This is okay. Oh? No, they win this. They win this. Yeah, man, you can't engage on Tahm Kench like that. Tahm Kench is just so fucking tanky at this point. Oh, and fucking Licorice saves Blabber. Damn, dude. C9 is actually just the best team by far. There's a good fucking team together.
And in my eyes, that whole fight flowers were on the mini map because they were doing that.
Turd shit manure team. Okay, dude. Calm down.
In the end, because Cloud9 actually
You don't have to be this angry, bro. They're playing a video game. It's okay.
As you can see on the bottom of your screen, this is 4v5. That's why it's not a full commitment here. And they just kind of poke down Broken Blade. They force him out.
Broken Blade doesn't get to fight here. He has no ult as well. Renekton has no ult at the beginning of this fight, so he doesn't really want to go in. Good snipe from Niski. Dude, Niski's playing so well for somebody that got inted this game. Like, his jungler inted his lane, but he still was looking for plays the whole time. That's why I think Niski is just the best mid laner right now.
Since Licorice is there, he can ult him away from Blabber, so Bjergsen can't even get the counter kill onto
Dardak is so boosted? No, that was a fine ult. Because the Varus had flash, so if he tried to ult the Varus in, the Varus can just flash it, and then they don't get the Tahm Kench. Like, the call was to kill the Tahm Kench there. It's not that bad of an ult. He knocked the carry away, and then the person that they were trying to kill into the team. But the guy that he ulted and had stopwatch and was able to, yeah, save. Hit.
That's true.
Most kills and assists.
Jensen's been doing good, though. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the best 3 mid laners in the league are still... I think Niski is the best right now. I think Bjergsen has been performing as second best. And I think third best is Jensen.
As they're able to keep on flipping, they do get 2 dragons for themselves to boot, so it's not just a static gold lead.
The Gragas ult was fine.
Fights here for Cloud9 in the
He knocked him out of MF ult twice. Yeah, but I mean, they're trying to, like, those ults just don't synergize that well together. They're playing for the pick there. They're playing to try to pick Tahm Kench. That's what the call is. That's what the strategy is. Dude, Sven looks like a beast, though. How crazy is it? We're gonna get to see 2 games in a row, right? 1 game, Xmithy shits on his former team, where people were criticizing Xmithy as one of the worst parts of TL last year, right? Like, he was getting all the shit for TL. And then Sven got hard shit on by the TSM community. People were just calling for this motherfucker's head, and now he's just popping off versus his former team. That's crazy.
His health pool is a lie, my friend.
Crown obviously rank 1 mid dom. What the fuck, 4 weird? Okay, Loco. Whatever you say, man.
Meanwhile, the C9 bottom lane still pushing ahead.
And they get the last plate with 1 second to spare. 13:59. That bottom lane turret falls. Cloud9 cash in. Almost 3,000 gold ahead of their opponents now.
Okay, so C9 should just be swapping their bot lane top here, and then they should just be going for top turret. So that's what you'll probably see. There's some argument you can make to put your bot lane mid, actually. So they might go mid here, because you have Kiana, and Kiana wants to play side lane a little bit, but I guess it's just option. It's just whatever they think is best. If they think...
I did see an interview with him where...
Actually, maybe it's just better if they go mid, because Renekton has no wave clear, so they can probably pressure mid turret a lot easier than they could. Well, it's probably equal in their ability to pressure mid and top turret, because both of the champions have not good wave clear. But if they pressure mid turret and they get mid turret, it's obviously more valuable. So, yeah, actually, smart macro from C9 going mid here. Makes sense. They are correct. They are correct. They made the good decision. They're just trying to make sure that they defend this Herald. Sven is going to probably rotate back mid, and then Licorice is going to rotate back up. So this is something that a lot of really good teams do, is they're really good at shifting their entire pressure as a team. So this is something really interesting that just happened on the map. Like, not much came of it, so you got to pay attention when stuff like this happens. So TSM was trying to make a play bot. They were potentially contesting for bot tier 1 with Herald. So what C9 did is their mid lane rotated to like here. Their top laner their top lane rotated mid, and then their support and jungle walked bot. So they shifted everyone from like the top side of the map to just be ready for a bot lane play if anything happens. And as soon as they defended the Herald, then they all rotated back up into their lanes. That's actually pretty high level play from C9. A lot of NA, like they're the only NA team that does this right now.
Anti-synergies, I guess. Yeah. Is whenever you have Gragas, right, in one of those comps that does like to get big AoEs.
So just in case shit gets like hyphy bot lane, they know that they don't have TP and the Akali has TP. So they're ready to fight something bot lane. Because TSM's mentality is going to be like, hey, we have TP advantage. We can try to like make a play for this turret. If they try to defend, it's like a 4v5. So by moving everyone down, then there's no chance that they just get outnumbered to like such a high degree.
And the players being well equipped to kind of recognize.
Rotating who thinks of it. Well, I mean, obviously people think of rotating, right? Like, oh, Niski. Put him in the fucking dirt, motherfucker. Jesus. Yeah, he's the best right now, dude. He's the best. When he was on the Crackdown, I said that to him, dude. I'm like, you'd be delusional if you didn't think you were the best mid laner right now. That's what I told him to his face. He should think he's the best mid laner. He's performing as the best mid laner. He's looking for plays. He's playing aggressive. He's just really coming into his own. He's a beast.
And I need to go back and check, but did he get level 11 right before that kill? Not after it, because rank 2 ultimate is going to ensure that you definitely get that burst before the stopwatch goes off.
Check on the replay, but for now,
dude, Niski got inted by his jungler and he's still performing this well. Think about how the game went, right? Bjergsen started the game 2-0 with double buffs as Renekton, a counter pick to Kiana. And Niski still came back to the point where he's down 25 CS. He's going to be down CS. He got counter picked and he got inted by his jungler. But look at how many plays he's found on the map. He was able to roam bot, and he made the play here. He was in the Rift Herald fight. He was in the second Rift Herald fight. And then he was looking for the play on Gragas bot lane as well. He's done so much on the map in just 17 minutes. Licorice is going hard. Oh, the Dardacle. Oh, man, they're so fucked. TSM is just wrap it up. You lose. Get to the next game, boys. Get to the next game. Let's just bring up the notepad. Let's put some ones here. Wrap it the fuck up. This game's over. Bjergsen into twice. I mean, yeah, Bjergsen did misplay, but like, Kiana played well too. You have to also credit Kiana for like his mindset. Like he didn't play differently because he got fucked by the jungle play that Blabber did. He didn't play differently because of that. Like he just played correctly and he still had an aggressive mindset. Respect.
At the top of the screen because my eyes were focused on Licorice.
Wrap it up, Dami. Hey, I'm trying to wrap it up.
Also just charge right through the top of the screen, winning that half of the fight. And it does look like C9 will continue their charge.
So many one-sided games today. LOL, every game has been a lot. There's been 2 games. Chill out. There's been 2 games.
Another early game. 3
Akali down 50 CS, so useless this game. It's not really the Akali. It's very misleading. It's very misleading. Akali won lane, and then TSM just lost a bunch of fights in a row. So the Akali just is now down 50 CS as a byproduct of what has happened in the game, team versus team. It's not like he's got outplayed by Licorice, really, this game. Why did MF not flash the wall? I guess his mentality there was he wanted to still be able to like contribute to the fight, so he thought maybe if he flashed down, he would be able to like reposition for an ultimate. But yeah, flashing the wall was probably the right decision there. So they should play for the second charge here, I think. Sven wants it. The rest of the team doesn't want it, but he wants it. Play for the second charge. You got this. Good. Because that turret, once it's past, once 2/3 of the turret health is gone, it doesn't regen past a third on inhibitor turrets. So it's good that they chunked him like that. They chunked the turret like that.
They've got wards already leading up to Baron. Trying to cut off any counterplay here from TSM.
Do you still have PTSD from Xiao Zhao Yasuo game 5? No, I mean Yasuo was just high priority that entire series that I played.
When it's that low, it's gonna take more than a few minutes.
Like the Yasuo wasn't even the issue that game that we played.
Gold lead with 3 of those Drakes, like you mentioned.
They were just a better team than us, straight up. RLMQ was just much better than us, so like it sucks that we were so close and we didn't end up making worlds that split, but realistically, like I couldn't even be mad because like we should have lost, right? Like we were 7th place coming into playoffs, right? Like week 9 of that season, we were 7th place, and then somehow we made a miracle run to like almost qualify for worlds, but like we just weren't that good. So that one didn't really bother me that much because the way I viewed it was like, yeah, I mean, we just weren't good enough. We shouldn't go to Worlds if we're not good enough. Season 2 bothered me because of like the whole like strat league bullshit. It just felt like we didn't get a fair shot because of that. So Season 2 Worlds bothered me, and then Season 5 Worlds bothered me. So even though the closest we were was that season, that was the time. That was the time where I was like the least upset, I would say.
But since C9 have such a
Was
good
Double Lift ever as good as Sven is now? Yeah, sure. I would say that. Double's played really well before, dude. When Double's in form, he plays super well.
It just allows them to push so much.
Sven's playing well, but it's also just like his support's playing super well too. Vulcan's playing very well. Like the whole team is functioning super well. So like a lot of the things that that Sven could be like, I'm not saying he's making that many mistakes because you know his team is playing really well, but any of the mistakes he is making are being covered for by his team really well. So it's hard to say. Hex Shrinker on Varus, isn't the item trash? It's smart here because the only way he loses a fight is if he gets assassinated by a Kali, right? The Kali Gragas go on him and he dies. So that's the only way he loses a fight. Also, the standard build for Varus is Rage Blade and Blade of the Ruin King. Oh, he actually didn't go Rage Blade this game. He went Runan. So he's going a little bit of a different build than what people normally go. But yeah, normally you see Rage Blade and Blade of the Ruin King. So with like these types of builds, like crit is not as valuable normally. So people are more willing to get Hex Shrinker on that champion than like something like Xayah or MF, etc.
To try and defend against possible counterplay, so they don't send everybody to the bottom.
I mean, they Tomcats ulted behind Bjergsen. You can criticize Bjergsen for his early gameplay. I think at this point you can't really criticize him for that. Like the game's just over at this point.
Mountain Soul in 15 seconds. Broken Blade was top. Licorice has gone up there to clear out the wave.
Here comes the Bjergsen flavors. I mean, who else could you say besides for Niski? Who else has played better than Bjergsen this split? Who can you say has played better than Bjergsen this split outside of Niski? The only person I think you could make an argument for after watching all the games is maybe Jizuke. Maybe Jizuke. I think Jizuke has actually been playing pretty well, but his team has been like pretty bad, so people are not giving him the hype he deserves. But he's been impressive in my opinion. Aika, shut the fuck up. Okay. That cocoon, oh my god.
Anybody from TSM is dare brave enough to walk any closer. No, sir, they are not, and that is Mountain Soul. Wow.
PoE? I don't think PoE's been playing super well. I didn't like how Frog. I haven't liked a lot of Froggen's games as well, so I'm not super high on them. Like Froggen had the really bad Echo game. He didn't look good on the Vel'Koz into Syndra. He didn't look good last week at all in general. So Dom not woke. Aika is the GOAT. I'm telling you, dude. Everyone's high on Immortals randomly. I think Immortals is still shit. I'm gonna stick by it until I start seeing them play like differently. I'm just not gonna be like in their fucking. I'm not gonna be in their corner for a while. That's it. The way that they play, I still see so many flaws. Like maybe the LCS is just so fucking bad that, yeah, that they're gonna be good enough and they're gonna like make playoffs and they could be maybe top 4. Maybe that's the truth. I just don't see the way they play as being good. Like I see so many mistakes that I feel like good teams can capitalize on, and I think that they're hamstrung by the fact that their mid laner is just the worst player of their team. I always think that having the mid laner as the worst player of your team is always just a bad recipe for being able to win in like playoff games and stuff like that. I feel like you need your mid laner to be one of your top players.
Just go immune with your Zhonya's, and then another few seconds with your Repel, so they're easily able to finish off the lone member there of TSM when the team got split up due to the fearsome Kiana in the river, which must be respected.
And remember, TSM's...
You think C9 looks better right now than TL did last year? I agree with that.
are
That's
in
fair.
position to tie for Immortals. It's
'Cause
gonna be
TL didn't
spiky
look
at this point in time.
Dominant everywhere. You know, like C9 looks like they can play to any lane, and that lane can step up and carry. That's how it appears, right? Maybe this isn't true. Maybe eventually one of the lanes gets exploited. But right now, it's like, oh shit, Niski and Blabber like fucked up like 2v2 mid. Sven and Vulcan are like 2v3ing bot lane. They get the advantage from the 2v3 that snowballs into the Rift Tail fight, and they end up winning like off their bot lane difference. Anyone on C9 looks like they can step up and carry right now. I mean, it's just desperation time from TSM. They're fucked though.
Broken Blade's not able to flank, and Biofrost is already down. Bullet time will not do a damn thing as Cloud9 pushes into the TSM base. The first inhibitor turret is broken. Licorice will enchant the mid lane minion wave, bring that one right up there. It's like a delivery.
Yeah, C9 look really good though. Because for my money, TSM's the second best team in the league right now, based off what I've seen. I don't know who you'd say was the second best team in the league if it's not TSM. Because they beat Dignitas, etc. I don't think Immortals has had that hard of a strength of schedule so far. I mean, I guess they have technically, but they haven't played Dignitas, I don't think. I don't think Immortals has played Dignitas or maybe not FlyQuest. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think that C9 is just by far the best, and that's just what it is. C9 makes every team they look. C9 makes every team that they play against look like dog shit.
And the undefeated
TSM is second. Who's first? C9, obviously.
picking back up right where they left off last week with another speed run for.
So this is like one of the times where you're like, all right, how much can C9 still improve, like from this, like from these games, you know?
But
there was
Yeah, that was a good hug. I like that one.
You said that you were looking forward to
Oh shit, I forgot that Niski played in Splice with Kabi in like season 8, I think it was. Damn, I forgot that. I forgot that they were homies. I didn't think about that. Like I knew, like if somebody asked me, or if that was like on a fucking like multiple choice quiz, I would have got it right, like because I know where Niski came from. I just didn't make that connection immediately when looking at them. It's like, oh